All right, welcome everyone. This is Magical Monday Manifestations with me, Valerie Lewis of Tarot Unicorns and Coffee. We come together every Monday. We've been doing this for, I think it's been almost 2 years, over 2 years. Every Monday, free card read for the collective people that meet here. So I pull from the energy of those that are on this live call and those that will tune in later. It's not necessarily the collective for the whole world. It's the collective for those who are present and for those who listen to this message at any time, because this message from the divine spans time and space. So no matter when you're listening to this over on YouTube or if you're live here with me now, I'm sure the divine is giving a message to you specifically. And why do we do these messages on Mondays? Because we want to set ourselves up for success. We want to be creators. That's what we came here to be. We want to manifest our life instead of falling into our life and reacting to our life. We want to create our life. The card pool is Tarot and also Oracle. We start with Tarot and then we move to Oracle and we get guidance from the cards. We also get guidance from guides, from the divine, whatever messages are in our highest and best good that come through is what I will share with the group today. So thank you all for being here. I'm going to take just a couple of minutes to talk a little bit more about Tarot Unicorns and Coffee. Tarot Unicorns and Coffee is my meetup group. I do hope those of you watching on YouTube are able to join the live calls and live meetups, live meetup events at some point. And what's coming up for Tarot Unicorns and Coffee? This week, we have our Wednesday morning meditations, also a free event, always a free event. We get together and meditate on Wednesday mornings. Wednesday evening, we have our new moon solar eclipse event, ceremony. We're doing ceremonies for the new moon and full moon now. That's back on the calendar. So I do hope you're joined for that. And then Saturday, I'm doing a partnered event with Elizabeth Berkeley of Willow Root Tarot. I'm so excited to do that. She's another very awesome practitioner who also reads tarot and cards. And I get to do a Q&A with her about channeling. So we're going to answer some questions that have been bubbling around in the community for a while. And we'll also have a portion where we'll take Q&A questions from the audience. So I hope you can join me for that as well. All of those events are on the Tarot Unicorns and Coffee meetup page. I think I said that right.
Is your elevator pitch happening this weekend?
Yes, that is over on Lattes and Laptops though. So if you're interested in, if you are a spiritual minded individual who also owns a business, it does not have to be a spiritual business, I invite you to join my Lattes and Laptop group. Again, you can find that on Meetup. All right, so that's what's going on as far as events, upcoming events. Let's get into this event. And I invite you all to take a couple of moments to center yourself and ground yourself, take some deep breaths, do whatever is comfortable for you. The whole idea is to bring all of your focus, all of your attention, all of your thoughts, and especially all of your energies into this present moment. And now I would like you to ever so gently send your request out to the universe, God, spirit, source, whatever you call that energy that is bigger and more knowledgeable and all-encompassing. What is it you're seeking from today's reading? Send those questions out. Ask and it is given. Ask and you shall receive. So now we're going to flip on our receiving button. We're going to stop asking because we can't ask and receive at the same time. So we're going to stop asking. We're going to give full faith and trust that what we have asked for is on its way to us. And the messages that we receive today will guide us and aid us in receiving. Receive, receive, receive. Let's get into the receiving mode because it feels so much better in that mode anyway. Life causes you to ask. Do y'all know y'all don't really even have to really ask? Asking is just a refinement. Asking is just adding the details in, but your life causes you to ask. When you have a bad day, everything in your energy is automatically asking for a better day. So your life is automatically asking, and spirit is always answering. And when we go into meditation or prayer, or we sit and we talk, that's just adding details to the asking that already happened. So the more that we can stay in that receiving mode, the more beautiful our life will be. I'm gonna sing to y'all today. I'm in a good mood. Let's get into the tarot. The deck I'm pulling from today is Tarot de la Nuit. Tarot of the Night, for those of y'all that don't speak French. It is a divine feminine, mostly deck. It's got all female characters on the tarot cards, except for like the kings and the emperor. Those are male characters. And I'm just really feeling into the energy of this deck today. It feels like the perfect deck for whatever is going on with all of us. So I'm pulling cards. Ooh. I am pulling cards, but the cards are ready. Cards are jumping up and saying, pick me, pick me. That was fast and easy. Got my cards already. What's going on in y'all's life? There are shifts happening this week. Energetic shifts, they're big. That's all I can say. And we got the solar eclipse and the new moon. So even if you don't follow the moon and all of that astrological stuff, I can feel it pulsating almost. I bet if y'all went outside and put your hand into the ground right now, you could feel the vibration. That's how big it feels to me. All right, let's get into it. I have to see y'all's chat. If you are on YouTube, I do apologize, but I cannot see your chat on YouTube. I only monitor it on the live call. Let me make sure it's open. It is open. All right. I said, what's going on with y'all today? And nobody put nothing in the chat. All right, cool. Y'all must all still be asleep. That's cool. That's fine. It's Monday. I'm good. I'm glad to see all my regulars here, though. Okay, Three of Swords. Three of Swords is our first card. Look at her. Three of Swords in traditional tarot is the heart with the three swords stabbing into it. And look, it's like her heart is in her hand. It's like she ripped her own heart out. I'm trying to see exactly what's going on in this picture. But you know the attitude, the vibe I'm getting from her as she stands there with her hands, I feel like she's just like, really? Really? What is happening? Like that's the vibe I'm getting from her. Three of Swords. When you get to a point where you just want to rip your own heart out because you're done with all of the feelings, maybe that's where some of you are. But it's also a heart opening. I feel like maybe she's almost like, I mean, her heart is in her hand and she's still alive. So I don't know what kind of being she is, but I feel like she's gotten to the point where she's not ripping it out because there's so much pain and anguish. She's ripping it out because she wants to replace it. This is like she's replacing her carburetor or her alternator or her engine. That's what I feel like is going on right now. She's pulling it out because it needs to be replaced with something else. Because this one is worn, it's tired, it's done its job, and I need a replacement. That's what she's saying. Give me a replacement, spirit, source. Some of y'all are in that mode right now. I feel like some of us are shifting to that. And it's not a literal, please don't get the kitchen knife and literally rip your heart out of your chest. I'm not advising that, but I am advising that you allow your heart space to be transformed. Stop trying to go forward with the same heart that brought you this far because it's tired, it's done its job, it is ready to rest. And now you need to replace that with a new, more expanded heart, a heart that is more in touch with the divine, a heart that is more willing and able to accept the new level that you're ready to go for. This old heart that you had, it did its job and it took you as far as it can go. It cannot go any further. You're about to run a marathon and you need a new, fresh heart. And so that's the message I'm getting from the Three of Swords. For those of y'all that read Tarot, y'all know that ain't got nothing to do with the traditional Three of Swords reading. However, that is the message that is coming through from the divine right now. It's about opening our heart space, and it's about allowing our new hearts, our new energetic hearts to enter, to connect, and to expand, because that's what we're all being called to do. And letting our old hearts rest and sending gratitude for how far they have brought us in this world. Ooh, y'all, we got threes, and threes. Three of Swords, and now we got Three of Cups. And so Three of Cups, Alice in Wonderland. Y'all know I love Alice in Wonderland. But this scene, this Three of Cups is about our intuition and our emotional standpoint. And this Three of Cups, what kind of vibe am I getting out of this Three of Cups? It's time to party. It's time to have a tea party, but not a regular tea party. It's time to enjoy yourself more. It's time to let your intuition guide you. Follow your intuition. Even when your intuition takes you to a very bizarre, never before seen course of action, plan of attack, situation, relationship, it is time to trust that. Trust. Oh my God, that word has been emblazoned in my head in a neon sign that I cannot shut off. Trust, trust, trust. So it's time to trust your intuition. Even if your intuition tells you, go down that rabbit hole, eat that magic mushroom, play with the hair, slay a Jabberwocky, whatever your intuition is telling you to do, now is the time to truly trust. Trust, trust. What did you say, Valerie? Trust. And then we have the Hermit. I just said, rip your heart out, go have some fun. And now we got the Hermit. That sounds contradictory. Nope, no, it doesn't. Because the Hermit is not, in this case, about closing yourself out from the world and becoming a recluse and becoming an introvert. That's not the situation. This Hermit, this badass Hermit, look at that. Look at her wand. This is a wand. It looks like a walking stick, but if you study Tarot, that's her wand. She's got a bird with a necklace. I want my pets to wear jewelry. I want my pets to wear jewelry. A bird with a necklace and her lantern lighting the way and a badass evening gown on. This Hermit card, and look how she looks kind of like surrounded by embers and fire. I also like this. This card is not about being an introvert. This card is not about secluding yourself and shutting yourself off, as traditional Tarot would indicate. This card in this reading today, based on the other cards that are surrounding it, is about merely mentally, energetically turning within to allow yourself to fully connect with your true self and to allow that true self to guide you forward. What are your true desires? What are your true needs? Not what the world tells you you need, not what maybe you have been thinking you need, but what are your true needs? What are your true passions? What is really calling to you to take action on? Do that. But you can't do that until you know what that is. And that's why the Hermit is coming up, because it's saying pause and figure out what the truth of this situation is, what the truth of your life is, and what do you want to do next? Where do you want to go next? You got a light, it's going to lead the way. You don't have to worry. You just have to figure out where the hell you're going, and you're going to know, you're going to be led, you're going to have the light, you're going to figure it out. But just pause for a moment and make sure that the next step that you take is in truth, is in trust, is divinely connected. That's all that Hermit card is about. But it's definitely not about shutting ourselves off. This is not a time to shut yourself off. This is a time to be in community. This is a time to tap in to the collective vibe that's raising us all up. Ooh, y'all, I'm feeling good this morning. I'm gonna have some more coffee. Connected, connection, collective. Make sure you are vibing with high vibing people though. Don't take your high vibe and go jump in with the people who are complaining and who don't want to get their life right. That's not what this is taught. That's not the kind of community I'm encouraging you to engage in. Make sure the community that you decide to engage in is one that matches your vibe. Matches or is higher than, because if you can get in a community with people who are higher than, your vibe is going to go up. Next up, the Four of Wands. I get it. Look at that mirror. A big old mirror. Four of Wands. Wands is that fire, passion, personal power. What enlightens you? What pulls you forward? Where are your special talents? Special talents. That's what Wands as a suit points to. And here we have four. Four is known in numerology to be a number of stability. So I'm sensing that many of you have been maybe dabbling in, learning, becoming more acquainted with new ways to help the collective. And that can mean anything. That can be energy work. That can be a new business that you're opening up that has nothing to do with metaphysical, but it's a way, but your main goal, the philosophy behind why you open this business is so that you can help the collective. I don't care if you're selling pig's feet at half price. Whatever you're doing, if the intention behind it is to help the collective, you're on the right path. And this is saying that you will soon find stability in whatever that endeavor is. As long as you're following your heart, as long as you're letting that intention be pure and be motivated by something you are passionate about. Just think fire energy. If I had a fire burning within my soul, what would that fire be asking me to do? And when I answer that, know that that answer is going to step into a period of stability. That's why we have the four. I do want to see what the author said about why she's sitting in front of that big mirror, though. So let's go to the book real quick and see what the author says about that mirror. Four of Swords. Four of Wands, my bad. Four of Wands. Why are you in front of a mirror? Harmony is back. The light that shines upon me is a light of celebration and harmony. Happy times are here again. Everything is finally at peace, including me. So that's that stability I'm talking about. And you gather some loved ones, take some holidays, celebrate what you've accomplished so far. Your project is well underway and you ought to feel proud for all that you've done. Life is not a quiet river, nor always a mild dawn. That's why we might take some rest from time to time and also create a place of peace in which we can enjoy the simple fact of being alive. When was the last time you gave gratitude for just being alive, for just waking up, opening your eyes? Once registered, we will fly again, and even better, even higher. I love it. The key words are good times, celebration, peace, stability, see, told y'all, accomplishment, and sweet environment. Yeah. And then the last one, I love it. Major Arcana. It's the Chariot. For some of y'all who have been rocking with me since January 1st, you know that 2023 is the year of the Chariot. How do we get the year card in tarot? Just so you know, you add the 2 plus the 2 plus, well, you add the 2 plus the 0 plus the 2 plus the 3. And out of that, you get 7. And you just go to the Major Arcana. 7 is the Chariot. We have a chariot here. Have y'all been feeling it? Have you been feeling like you're riding in a chariot with horses going wild? I like this card though, because her chariot is actually a flying magic carpet. In any case, we are being pulled, called forward. Now you can either struggle to get a hold of them horses and fight the whole thing and scream that it's going too fast, or you can know the divine has got your back and you can let it pull you because it's gonna pull you. You could struggle or you can enjoy the ride. It's gonna pull you because that's not a choice at this point. Collectively, we are all being pulled forward. So it's your choice on what that ride looks like. But it is definitely a chariot gear. And I definitely feel like based on these cards for this week, we're in a chariot moment, a chariot momentum. Things are moving a little bit faster this week. Will they slow down next week? I don't know. But this week, just be prepared for them to move a little bit faster, for you to gain a little bit momentum. Now, knowing that this week is going to help you gain momentum, the question is, where is your focus? Because you don't want that momentum going down a path that you don't really enjoy. So really work on staying focused, on setting your intentions, maybe meditate more if that's your jam, journal more if that's your jam, but whatever it is, have a clear idea in your mind of where you want to go, and spirit is going to move you there. But hold on to your bonnets, because we're moving fast. Okay, that's what I have for you for the tarot. And we're going to move into oracle cards now. What oracle deck does spirit want me to go to? I'm gonna stay with that fire theme. We're gonna get some star codes. Y'all who know what type of oracle decks I have, go ahead and put, if you have a favorite that you would like me to pull from, be more than happy to do that. Let's go to dragons first though, because I'm feeling fire energy. Crystal. Crystal as in my crystal deck? Is that what you want me? Yes, okay. I was just thinking dragons. Me too. Dragons have come back to Earth to aid in the ascension. And I don't care if you don't believe in dragons. And unicorns have been here for a while. But dragons are here. Dragons like unicorns. They're friends. They're like cousins. They like each other. In any case, let's see what the dragon energy has for us today. Oh, I like this one. Confidence. Who needs a little more confidence in their life? Confidence, not ego. Some of y'all are so fucking scared of your ego taking over that you don't recognize when it's not ego and it's confidence, because you've been so scared and so quieted and so dimmed your light for so long that once you get a hold of something that makes you feel really good and you want to tell the world about it and you're feeling confident about it, you immediately say, oh no, I can't do that. That's my ego. No, it's not. That's your confidence. You just haven't been around it long enough to recognize when it shows up. Let that confidence show and shine. Let it shine. Confidence. Trust yourself, your inner wisdom, and your intuition. That's the little keywords. Here's what this dragon confidence has to say. Call upon this dragon when your confidence has taken a knock, or when you feel you are unable to trust your own judgment. He gives you the hope and courage you need to carry on. He encourages you to dig deep and to take the next step. He will be beside you all the way, supporting you as you go. He has beautiful dragon energy you can call upon in times of personal crisis and need. Confidence is an awesome dragon to work with, but be warned, he can also be forthright. He says, quote, you can't sit there wallowing in self-pity. You have a job to do, so get on with it. Exclamation point. He continues, you have many talents to draw upon and use. Yes, you have taken a few knocks and bruises along the way, but that is life. Your infinite abilities are yet to be explored and uncovered. Your task now is to trust yourself, your inner wisdom, and your intuition. There's that trust word again. Follow your feelings and listen to your inner guidance. This might well be scary and you will be taking yourself out of your comfort zone, but playing safe doesn't aid your personal or spiritual growth. If you have no idea what course of action to take, ask for his guidance. But remember, he is not in any way soft or fluffy. And that's why we often get confidence mixed up with ego. It's not, totally different. He will tell or show you what you need to know bluntly and put things in your path that you need to understand. Look for the lessons, and from there you will begin to develop exponentially, both spiritually and personally. You will find your way under his compassionate guidance. Part of what confidence teaches us is that we are responsible for our own experiences, however painful or joyous. We need to learn to live, love, forgive, heal, and move on. He is probably one of the toughest dragons I have encountered. That's the author speaking. Yet he is also gentle and caring. Tough love, I think it's called. Although he's straight talking, he does have huge compassion for us human doings. Bear in mind that if you bear that in mind if you get a telling off from him, dragon style. So if your gods are stepping up, or if dragons are your gods, or if you've just been hearing this voice that's like telling you, will you quit bitching? Will you quit playing small? I've given you everything you need. That's probably this dragon energy. And he's coming now to help you see that, first of all, ego is not your enemy. But second of all, that feeling that you've been feeling that's been making you want to step out, to shine a bigger light, that is not ego. That is confidence. And confidence is here to help you walk that path confidently. Haha, see what I did there? All right, next up. Next, we're going to go to Star Codes. Star Codes Astro Oracle. I just love these cards, the design on the back of the cards. Love it. Let's see. Spirit, what do you need us to know from this deck for today, for this week, for this group? Moon. Perception. Card number 19, which numerically reduces to a 10, which is end of cycle. Some of us have been at the end. You know that saying where it says when you get to the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on? Some of y'all have been doing that, but for too long, because that rope is not a rope you need to be hanging on to. You need to be swinging from rope to rope like Tarzan in the jungle, because that's the kind of momentum that spirit that the collective is moving towards. But you keep hanging on to that one rope. It's time to let it go. It's time to move on. Moon perception. 19. What is the message here? First, perceive what unspoken emotional inner calling and patterns drive you. That's that Hermit card, looking within. Look to your own moon sign. When you cooperate with your moon's emotional motivation, you'll find it easier to walk in harmony with your path. Next, investigate the needs and wants of those around you. The emotions underneath the surface actually run this show. Those primary drives are exposed through habits and actions, nuance and expression, rather than through words. That means if somebody is bothering you right now, if they're getting on your nerves right now, try to see beyond the words. Try to see beyond the way they're communicating with you, and try to get to the root of why they're doing that or why they're saying that. Speak to the insecurities that slow this process. Act in a way that helps others feel nurtured, warm, and emotionally connected. Make them feel at home. Tend the food, water, the home base. Like the moon, the energy in this situation will wax and wane. So assess the current phase and work with those cycles. The challenge, so that was the action. The challenge, look to feelings rather than logic to move this situation forward. Notice any strange responses to anxiety, touchy personal defenses, nepotism, xenophobia, subjectivity, or insecurity, either in your motivation or in those around you. Tend to the fear that lies beneath those behaviors. Tend to the fear that lies beneath those behaviors. You see somebody acting wonky in your personal life, in your circle, fear. Fear is probably at play. And the gift of this card, of this energy, you are one with the ebb and flow. Watch what sign the moon occupies each day and let the moon teach you about its phases. Align yourself with those tides and make your life easier. You know what? I think this is a card for me because I just said to myself over the last couple of days that I want to start doing moon charts for people. And a moon chart means for the entire month, I tell you where the moon is in your personal chart and what to expect from that. And then I get this message that says, watch what sign the moon occupies each day. So I'm like, okay, Spirit, I think that means I'm on key with that idea. So there, that's what Star Code Astro has to say for us. Let's move on to Moonology Manifestations by Yasmin Bolin. I don't think y'all can see that. There was a whole bunch of glare on that. It's purple. It's purple and I love it. What does that say? Attune to the moon and manifest miracles. This is just a really pretty deck. See the back of the cards? It's just really pretty. Crystals and stuff. I'm gonna get to that crystal deck if I can find it. It should be. It's a little bitty tiny deck, so I don't know where I put it. I should keep better track of my decks. Moonology. Are these messages resonating with you all this morning? Is there questions being answered? Yes. Awesome. Okay. Spirit, what guidance do you have for us from this deck? I do want to say that even though I've talked a lot about the moon and where the moon is in the sky, when I pull from this deck, it's not necessarily about where the moon is in the sky. It's about the message of the card and what Spirit believes will benefit us. Isn't it beautiful? Let me see if I can get the glare off of it. Oh, so hard. There we go. It's got like a rainbow around the moon and it's full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. Take inspired action. Full moon in Virgo. This card is bursting with goddess energy and reminds you that while it's wonderful to have lofty dreams, you also need to ground those desires, ground those desires by taking inspired action. That's how we do it. That's how we take it out of our head, out of the dream state, and bring it into our reality. Taking inspired action. That's how we do it. Commune with the heavens, but take practical steps down here on earth. Draw down the energies of the divine by doing something as seemingly trivial as making a bullet point list of what you need to do to manifest your dreams into reality. Also, know that you are 100% worthy of your dreams. Ditch self-effacement, criticism, and second-guessing yourself and others. You know what that says? Have more confidence, trust yourself. It's just saying the same message in a different way. And I do like that it said it has goddess energy because I think we're in that goddess energy this week, that inspired, that intuitive led energy. That's probably why I was led to pull from the Tarot de la Nuit when we started out, because that's an all female goddess energy type of tarot deck. Y'all, I don't just pick my favorite decks. I let Spirit tell me which decks to go to. And Spirit hasn't steered me wrong yet. And sometimes I'm like, why do you want me in this deck? And then it becomes apparent 4 or 5 cards in. So I trust Spirit. So that's what we have there from that deck. Where's my crystal? Do I have my crystal? I know where I put it. I think I did put it where it belongs. Maybe I didn't. I don't see it. We might not have a crystal deck. Valerie, why don't you put your shit back where it's supposed to go? Because then I wouldn't be me. I've got to lose a deck or two once a week. That wouldn't be me. I don't know where it's at, y'all. It should be right here on my desk. But anyway, I'm going to go on to this. Next deck is Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Mystical. Now I'm really concerned about my missing deck. They're kind of like my kids. I don't like them to be missing too long. Y'all are like, wait, too long? You let your kids go missing? Listen, don't judge my parenting style. They always come back when they get hungry. They'll be all right. I don't know where that deck is though, for real. Okay, Mystical Shaman Oracle. because this feels very nature oriented, very grounded. And so what guidance do you have from us from this energy today? What shamanistic help can guide us? Let's see. The journey. Isn't that beautiful? The journey. Just gonna let y'all look at that image for just a second, because now I gotta find the guidebook for that. That is card number 29. Oh, and I turned right to it. All right. The journey, the essence of this card. So this deck, let me give y'all just a minute. This deck is split. Each card definition has 3 different sections. That's what I'm trying to say. The essence gives you the message of the card. The invitation tells you what gifts spirit is extending to you at this moment. And the medicine tells you the aspect or area of your life or relationship that you need to bring into balance and repair. So the essence, the journey is an invitation to step outside the boundaries of your life as you know it. And that reminds me very much of that Alice in Wonderland card where it's saying, try something new. Be adventurous. The journey is not a holiday, it is a call to be. The journey, y'all gonna know why I just laughed. The journey is not a holiday, it is a call to be hermit-like and to go on a pilgrimage into the unknown. That just tied the hermit and the Alice in Wonderland cards together for us. I love it, Spirit. I love it when you pull it all together. There are no maps to this territory you will be exploring, no marked paths or road signs. So that's the essence. The invitation. The time to embark on the great journey is here. Do not linger in the port when distant shores are calling. Fearlessly draw your own navigational charts as you discover the route. When the time is right, as it is now, you will be led true, even when you are not sure of where you are going. It is the departure that is the most important. If you miss the boat, a great opportunity will be lost, and another ship may not arrive for a very long time. Now, I do disagree with that because I feel like if you miss the boat, Spirit is always sending you another boat. However, there is also something very important about divine timing. And if Spirit is saying, this is your boat, get on the damn boat, get on the damn boat, because this is divine timing for you. Will another boat come? Have you missed it forever? No, you never miss your opportunities forever. But there's these windows of opportunity, and there's windows of divine, brilliant miracles just waiting for you if you just get on the damn boat. That divine timing, yeah, you might have to wait a while for the next boat to come around with that particular divine timing. So if you have a boat, and you all know if you have a boat or not, and if you don't, take a moment and ask Spirit, is there a boat waiting for me? If you have a boat waiting for you, get on the boat. Get on the boat. The medicine. The journey is calling you, but the timing, it's premature. Collecting postcards or fantasies of where you want to go may take over your focus and make you miss your destiny. What is that saying? Get out of your head and get into inspired action. Other things might be completed first, or you may still be attached to knowing the destiny. That means you don't want to get on the boat because you don't know where the boat is going, because you're attached to wanting to know where the boat is going before you get on the boat. Let go of that. This part is what you need to work on. The essence is what you need to work on. Remember that the point of your journey is not the destination. It's who you will become as you are transformed along the way. Now, that is a better way of saying it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Yeah, but why is it about the journey? Because it's about who you will become as you are transformed along the way. Do not confuse the inner and the outer journey. The inner journey, for many of us, has been happening for a long time. We've all been doing the work. We've all been doing the inner work. And now the outer journey is right in front of you. You need to take inspired action in this world, in this manifested physical world. You need to get on the damn boat. In other words, you need to do something that is going to move this physically manifested world forward on a path that is in alignment that is in alignment with what you have been asking for. And that is why inspired action, not any old action, inspired action. It's also why we're talking about divine feminine a lot, because which side of us gives us inspired action? Divine feminine, left-hand side, left-hand side, divine feminine. So do whatever you need to do to pull in that divine feminine, because that's where your inspiration comes from. And then it's a divine masculine that actually takes the action and acts upon the action. That's why you need to have your divine feminine and your divine divine feminine and your divine masculine balanced, because one side inspires, the other side takes the action. The only way we get to where we want to go is by taking inspired action. Okay. Y'all, I am so hyper. I am so happy. I have been listening to my body about what I should put into my body. And for several days, my body said, you cannot have coffee. I did not like that. And this morning I got up and I knew I had a very busy day, and I asked my body if I could have coffee, and my body was like, yes. And I was like, yes. And so I got this coffee. Y'all, before I even drank the coffee, I was on one. I've been hyper all morning before I even drank the coffee. And now I'm hyper and I got coffee in me. I might just take over the world. I feel like this day needs 27 hours to accommodate me and my energy. That's what I feel like. Somebody asked for crystals, and I don't have crystals. I cannot find my crystal deck. Maybe one of my other decks will have a reference to a crystal, and we can just go from there. What other? Keepers of the Light, that sounds good. Also Star Code, that sounds good. Also angels, that sounds good. Somebody said I definitely needed that message. Yes. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to be a clear channel and to communicate what this group needs. For that, I am eternally grateful. The next deck I'm pulling from is Keepers of the Light from Kyle Gray. I just love that cutie patootie. I don't know how old he is. I just assume he's like, I don't know, 20, early 30s. And I call him a cutie patootie. That might be condescending. Maybe I shouldn't be condescending to other practitioners. Keepers of the Light. Horus, Egyptian energy. I love it. I'm all about Egyptian energy. I had a couple of past lives in ancient Egypt. So I love that. And it says Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. That's just what's on the card. Let's go to the book and see what the additional message is. I'm going to read just a little bit about who Horus is. Horus is the Egyptian eagle-headed god and sun, twin flame of the goddess Isis. Well, no wonder. Isis is who I was in a past life. He is known for his foresight, psychic awareness, and ability to travel between the worlds. He can help us move into the cosmos with our mind. He helps with meditations and prayers so that we can harness the natural magic that surrounds us. He is also known for ritual magic in the past and now helps us to create pockets of energy in the world where we can access light, wisdom, and insight. That reminds me of like energetic vortexes here on Earth. If you are seeing the symbol of an eye appearing around you, know that Horus is asking you to become aware of how you are influencing the energy around you and how it, in turn, is influencing you. The extended message. You are connected to the universe and have the ability to manifest miraculous experiences. Your thoughts, words, and actions are like magnets, drawing the energy that creates and cultivates your world. You have a stellar gateway chakra above your head. Jillian, I'm gonna ask you. Okay, thank you. I knew she was gonna be right there. That's where it's at. Did y'all see Jillian gesture? That's where that chakra resides. You have a stellar gateway chakra above your head, a vortex of energy that is influenced by your own energy. You can place ideas into this vortex to create what you are seeking. The universe also offers you guidance, abundance, support, and healing based on your capacity to connect to it and accept it. You have a real opportunity to further that connection now by sending prayers and intentions out into the cosmos. You know, I've heard about that stellar gateway chakra before, but I never really looked into it or researched it much more. I really like it says, you can place ideas into this vortex to create what you are seeking. I'm gonna do some research on that. Or maybe I'm just gonna say, Jillian, my friend, tell me all you know about the stellar gateway vortex chakra, because that is hella interesting, especially for manifesting, I think. Jillian, do you have any comments on it? Anything that that card didn't cover? Maybe.
It's your divine connection. So all of that makes sense. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Someone over in the chat said it feels like this entire reading is just for me. And it is, because spirit will get the message to you that you need to receive. And oftentimes, especially in a collective setting like this, we're all on the same energetic level. That's why we're all able to meet together, because we're all of the same energy. So if we're all of the same energy, guess what? We probably can all benefit from the same messages. And it's just hitting us in a little different ways because of whatever we're going through personally. We know how to apply those messages. So, boo, boo, boo. Oh, I didn't even read the rest of the message. Thank you, Erin. What a great compliment. Oh, y'all. Yeah. I'm so excited about this next part. I'm excited about everything because I got a big dose of caffeine in me right now. Beyond Lemuria. In May, I'm doing another Lemuria event. It's going to be off the chain. So last Lemuria event, which you can find on my YouTube channel. Does it, Jacqueline, do you have my YouTube channel link that we can drop in the chat? Anyway, you can find the last one, and we talked all about Lemuria and what it is and what the crystals are. This next Lemurian event, which is coming up in May, is going to be about how the healing properties of Lemurian crystals and how you can use Lemurian crystals to aid you in healing, to aid in the ascension. It's like, so the first one was about what they are, and the second event in May is going to be about how to actually use the crystals to benefit you in your life. So with all that being said, I love Lemuria. And our card from them today is Transformation.
Fucking A.
Isn't she beautiful? I love her. She's gorgeous. Okay, so let's see what this card is. Card number 53. 5 and 3 is what, y'all? What? Who knows what 5 plus 3 is? Nobody? Nobody? Put it in chat. I'm asking the easy questions now. All right. 5 and 3 is 8. 5 plus 3 is 8, and 8 is all about abundance. Somebody's been asking for abundance. Oh, that was me. And we got it showing up, at least in numerology we do. Transformation. She's just beautiful. So let me see if I can just hold her up while I read. The key words are self-nurturing, going within. Again, there's that hermit theme. Time alone, being present with your feelings, cocooning, before the butterfly, being gentle on yourself, and angelic embrace. So we do have the angels coming in, even though I haven't pulled from an actual angel card. Angelic embrace. And doesn't that look like what's going on there with those wings around her, just kind of wrapping around her? I love it. This painting, this is the author talking. This painting started with the name. I needed a hug, so I painted one. During the creation process, the image underwent a profound transformation that paralleled the journey I was taking deep within myself. This card signifies going inward and being truly present with wherever you are at in your process. It emits a sense of self-nurture and space that is held as a container for our delicate and vulnerable gestation periods. The final image is filled with blessings, like an angelic embrace. This card emanates from the being. This care emanates from the being, implying that she is creating it for herself. So she is creating those blessings for herself. The most powerful healing comes from a place of presence and acceptance for all that doesn't try to fix anything or push things away. The divinatory meaning of this card: feel whatever you need to feel. It may be hard to be present with some parts of yourself. Bring them into a cocoon of gentle self-love and reflection, and insight will come. The shadows can be released, and your heart space will soften. Cry or be angry if this is what you are holding on to, and laugh at the hilarious, ironic, divine perfection of it all. This card beckons you beyond your constructed outer self, where you can delve into the beautiful abyss of your being. Revel in the twilight before the dawn and let your wings unfurl. It's saying it is time. It is time. This is not a small, gentle seed of a butterfly. This is someone who is still within the cocoon, but who is ready to emerge. It's time to take that next step. It's time to allow yourself to be transformed. And I'm going to go all the way back to our first card of replacing that heart center, because what you need now is a bigger, more expanded, transformed heart to aid you in this transformation. I love it. When it talked about feeling your feelings and letting yourself be angry or letting yourself cry, I just taught one of my 7-year-old granddaughters yesterday. So before, I had taught her how to go outside and scream to get those emotions and that energy out. And she was having a moment and she was like, Gigi, can I go outside and scream? And it was late. And I was like, no, I don't think it'd be a good idea for you to go outside and scream on the porch. And so I taught her how to scream into a pillow. She was screaming into the pillow. And then she was laughing. And then she was having fun. And then her sister came and thought it was fun to scream into the pillow. So that's how quickly those emotions can be transformed if we allow ourselves to feel them, to release them, and to move through them. Now, granted, she was 7 and she doesn't have all the hangups that our adult world has put up on us. But I'm thinking if y'all did that, if y'all just allowed yourself to feel them, not just feel them, but feel them and release them, I'm thinking it would be a pretty simple process, and then you could get on with the rest of your life. Okay, so that's what I have there. I do want to take a moment to pause because I know many of you have been contributing to Terrell Unicorns and Coffee, helping me do this work. You've been giving me donations on coffee.com and also donations through Meetup. And I just want to pause and thank you all. Every little bit counts. And this is not me asking for more donations because I get those when they're divinely given to me. But this is me just truly sending out a heartfelt thanks, because I don't think I do that enough. I do that on the social media, but I just want to do that here and let everyone know that it really helps and I really appreciate it and I'm really grateful for it. And thank you all so much. And this has been wonderful. I hope the messages today resonated with you. I hope you don't just listen and say, "Ooh, that sounded really good," and then you go back to your regular life. This is about helping you create your life. So take those messages and incorporate them into your life. Sit with them for a while in meditation if that's what you need to do, but really act upon them. Inspired action, inspired action, inspired action. Trust, trust, trust. Trust that you are being led. Trust that the path you are walking is the right path. Trust that you will be redirected when you need to be redirected, but trust. That's what I have for y'all today. I hope I see many of you back on Wednesday morning for our guided meditation. Happens every Wednesday morning. It's another free event. Wednesday evening for our moon ceremony, and hopefully Saturday as well for the Q&A session on Elizabeth's Wild Root Tarot event, where I answer questions about channeling, what it's like to be a channeler and how I get different messages. And it's just a cool little fun Q&A session. So I love you all. Go out there and manifest the shit out of y'all's lives this week. All right. Love you all. Bye.